Thank you for joining us this evening. Quickly to starters. For Minneapolis Community College Marauders in gray, Clark, Timonen, Seawright, Key, and Thompson. Scoring there for Worthington, Turner, his first 2 points of the game. And for the Worthington Community College in blue, Alderson, Erickson, Turner, Porth, and Keel. Timonen hitting 3 there. Check that was a 3 by Turner. And early into the game, it's tied at 3-3. And Bill, these teams have met a couple times in the last year now. Worthington has beat MCC twice in the 2 times that they've met.
I know last season during the regular season, Worthington lost twice to Minneapolis, and then when the game counted in the playoffs, Worthington came out with a big game. One of their big players got 44 points or so and upset the Marauders, probably the best team in the state tournament at the time. Now this year they played earlier in January, and that was Porth just hit another 3-pointer for Worthington, but they played earlier in January, and Worthington knocked off Minneapolis again 94-83. So both teams put a lot of points up on the board, so don't blink too much or you may miss a lot of action.
Clark, he'll pass it down to Key. Key, turn around, falls short. Worthington, coached by Mike Augustine. Minneapolis Marauders, coached by Jay Pivec. The Blue Jays versus the Marauders. Seawright with the rebound. Timonen.
They look like now they're running a pretty freelance offense, both teams. They kind of spread the court. The 3-point shooters get out on the arc and look for a shot. And the inside players just try and muscle it up.
Erickson. Erickson draws the foul. This Worthington team last year had a gun that took MCC out in that first game.
What was his name again? I lose his name, but
Burkhoff.
Burkhoff, yeah. He had about 40-some-odd points and just destroyed Minneapolis in the big game.
Big shot, Turner there for 3.
Another 3-pointer by Worthington, and Minneapolis's points have come off a 3-pointer. So it looks like we're going to see a lot of those go up tonight.
9-3, Worthington on top. We're here at Minneapolis Community College, located right off of Hennepin Avenue, beautiful downtown Minneapolis. 4-3, Timonen gets the roll.
3-pointer. Minneapolis is trying to extend the defense now. They're trying to make these guys play a little faster, not get into a rhythm where they can just pass to the arc and put up some easy shots. But they're going to try and screen to get these people open inside.
Missing there was
pretty
Keyhole.
Good, decent help side defense by Johnny Key. And he ended up shooting an air ball, and we got a rebound, and they're on the break now.
Timonen for 3. Off the mark. And here come the Blue Jays. Erickson will control it. He'll keep it himself.
Minneapolis got a big break that time. They let the ball get penetrated all the way into the paint, and then you get a big problems from there.
Timonen pulls up for another 2, and Timonen is the sole scorer so far for Minneapolis Community College.
I think he's feeling it. Defensive breakdown there. They didn't adjust and rotate backside there, and Worthington gets the easy basket and going to the line to shoot one.
Porth will go to the line. He has 5 points already. He'll shoot the 1. Timonen, as I mentioned earlier, 8 points so far in this game. The sole scorer for Minneapolis Community College. Worthington up right now 11-8. Last year, this is an interesting game to watch Worthington take Minneapolis Community College out in that first round of the playoffs. A little bit of a surprise to Jay.
Big surprise for all of us, I think, because it was a well-played game, though. Minneapolis didn't have their best game, but they shot the ball well and did some good things out there. Worthington just was better that night.
Thompson hits his first 2 of the night.
One of the cardinal sins of defensive basketball, you always got to know where the ball is. And we missed it that one and passed up an easy steal.
Alderson shoots for 3, won't get it to fall. Seawright. 3-on-3. Thompson. And he's got 4 points early. And Bill, Thompson's a big key to this Marauder offense.
And he's not bashful. He's going to put up a few shots there and try to do his best to keep Minneapolis in the game.
Clark, he'll push it down, looks for Key.
Okay, good decision.
Thompson to Seawright from 6.
Seawright doing a good job following his own shot and came up with something good.
Key tried the entry pass. Clark tried the entry pass to Key off his hands. This Marauder team has lost a lot of size as well down low in the post positions.
Size and power and good jumping ability. You lose Winfield to Division I school and a couple of the other kids to graduation, and you know, you lose a lot like that, and it's pretty tough to make the adjustment, but they're going pretty strong. They've added some other shooters, you can see that.
Timonen pulls up and hits his basket. He's got 10 early into this game. 14-12, the Marauders have now taken the lead.
It's their first lead of the game.
5 3-pointers in this game already. Keel. Thompson dives to try and stop it out of bounds.
Marauders sending in a few subs now, and I think they know this is going to be an up and down game. They got to keep people fresh in here, and a good decision to get some of your quick kids out there, let them work at your score, a little bit of a break, and get them back in there.
Staples, Miller, and Bronson all checking in for the Marauders. Erickson on Bronson. Key with the rebound. Bronson will lead the Marauders on the attack. Short by Miller, and the Blue Jays will run it back. Bad pass.
Definitely a bad pass. It was kind of one of those in-between passes, and neither one of the players decided to go for it. I think the rule of thumb is if you think you can catch the ball, you go after it, and that's all to it. Pretty simple.
Number 14, Viss checking in now for Worthington. Worthington playing a zone defense on the Marauders early.
Mistake.
Timonen misses for 3. He's been hot so far in the game.
He's taking good shots, too. He's not forcing them.
Viss on Bronson, beats him.
You know, if Minneapolis gets anything out of their defense tonight, they're going to create a lot of problems for Worthington, because Worthington is not shooting the ball lately, and they haven't been shooting it real well. They started out real hot. They get a couple turnovers, get some breakaways, a couple dunks in there, they'll be okay. It's going to be tough on Worthington all night.
14-12, Marauders on top, 14:45 remaining. Ryan Young along with Bill Chambliss. And Bill, there's something in basketball with the institution at three-point line. We've seen it already here tonight. The college game has really taken a step up toward that three-point game. Is that good or bad for basketball?
Well, I kind of like it because the kids are getting so much stronger, and you know, it's a good shot. It's a tough shot, but it's not a real difficult shot. So we got more people practicing the shot. It cleans up the middle, pretty good. Give the big guys a chance to play one-on-one inside. If they, you know, they always want to dribble the ball, but now they got a chance to just post up strong and get it and go to the basket.
Key scoring on the end for the Marauders. That's his first 2 points of the game. Miller playing D there. Staples with the rebound for the Marauders. Bronson will push it down court. Key fakes.
Timeout Worthington.
Timeout taken by Worthington as the Marauders have pushed the 18-12 lead. Worthington jumped out with a quick 12-3 lead. The Marauders have answered.
The Marauders have come up with some good offensive play right now, and they've extended their defense just enough so Worthington doesn't get into a rhythm where they can just walk the ball down the court, set up for a three-pointer, boom, pass it in, and you know, they got some pretty decent shooters when they don't have any pressure on them.
Turner's hit two three-pointers so far. Porth with 1, Timonen with 2. 5 three-pointers early in this game, 18-12. Worthington obviously is going to have to establish a tempo if they want to win this game and beat the Marauders. What tempo is best suited for a Worthington?
I think Worthington, with the kind of shooters they have, they want to play not a real fast break style, but a quick one, and they can set up on the perimeter and shoot the long shot. Hopefully that you'll run with them just enough to get your defense set up in the lane, giving them the perimeter shots. And if they're hot, they're going to beat you.
The Marauders right now ranked as of the polls today 10th in the nation.
And they've been in the top 10 all year long. There's another mistake.
Nice pass by Viss.
Another mistake. Anytime you let the ball penetrate that far down the lane, the offense has a good shot. I mean, a 2-footer, a 5-footer, that's not a bad shot in this game.
That was Ferk scoring, number 33 for Worthington. Rebound Porth.
Conroy missed a little shot inside there now.
Turner hits from deep range. That's his third three-pointer early. Miller.
Now Minneapolis has to be real careful to have good shot selection here. Another mistake.
Ferks maybe should have taken it up.
33, I mean, when you're 5 feet from the basket, pal, you don't need an assist. Put that thing up there.
Ferks is checking in the game, maybe not quite in the flow of the offense. Conroy in for the Marauders now as well. Him and Chris Clark have shared duties at point guard for this team. Of course, Mr. Conroy, Mr. Basketball in '89. Did a great job down there at De La Salle.
Yeah, De La Salle's been producing some real nice ball players over the last few years. And, you know, I didn't think they had the talent to do much this year, but they're getting a great coaching job up there by their whole staff. And it's just not one person doing it. Their whole staff is doing a good job. And congratulations to you guys. Keep working on it.
Indeed they are. We featured them on Metro Area Sports Wrap just a couple weeks back, in fact. Westbury nominated for Mr. Basketball as well this year. So De La Salle's got themselves another candidate. Drive, gives it up there.
Minneapolis been setting up to take a charge there every play of the game, and they finally got one called on their side. A good job. Now, the reason why they haven't got them earlier, when you're setting up to take that charge, and you're all the way under the basket, and the shot goes off, the ref's not going to call it. And you know, they finally made the adjustment. They stepped out in front of the basket, into the lane a little bit. Now they got a call. Let's see if they can make that adjustment the rest of the game. 2017,
the Marauders on top here at home, playing Worthington, a must-win situation for Jay. And the Marauders.
Thompson's fouled on that with a nice move to the basket. A little head fake, got him off his feet. Missed the shot, but he get a chance to put 2 free throws in.
Last time these two teams met, Clark had 18 points, Key was 17, Thompson brought in 12, Seawright with 13, so they're
pretty balanced scoring in there.
Balanced scoring.
You know what Minneapolis needs to be careful of? The only time so far Worthington's got easy 3-point shots that come in transition basketball. Off of a missed shot by Minneapolis, they don't get back quick enough. Worthington runs to the spot, sets up, and they drill a 3-pointer. Now, the way to stop that, obviously, is to score, and then they have to take more time. And the other way, if you miss a shot, miss the rebound, you got to sprint back on the defensive end.
Thompson misses the second one. Rebound by Keel. Erickson. Keel. Nice pass, entry pass down low. And
they got their defense set. Kid got a good shot, but he still wasn't able to complete it.
Conroy gets stripped. And Turner. Turner pulls up from 22.
This kid's unconscious now. You kidding me making that shot?
Straight scores his first 2 of the game.
And he took that shot. I guess he's got the green light to go on that. But, you know, they want to set up on the 3-point line and shoot that shot. Minneapolis has done a better job of extending the defense.
Key grabs his own rebound after taking a 3-point attempt. And Conroy. Nice pass to Key, had the right idea.
Looks like the Marauders, one thing so far early in the game I'm impressed with is they're making the point guard, the guard people are doing a good job of making good decisions. Okay, when the shot's there, they're taking it, they're observing the court, they're getting the ball inside when they need to. I think they're going to be okay if they can keep that up.
Straits, that's his second foul. He fouled Key. Thompson fakes the pass and pulls up.
One of those playground fakes that Worthington guys probably haven't seen a lot of, and he got it off.
Erickson.
They're posting up with a hook in there and the post in there. I don't know if this guy can keep Seawright off.
Missing. Straits misses another basket from about 8. Key.
And there it is again, a beautiful dunk. Now Clark probably could have went to the basket and got a layup on that. He pulls up at the top, freezes their defense, makes a great pass, and he get a nice shot at the end of it.
That's Turner from 24. Just off mark, and he's shooting deep, Bill.
I see Butch Raymond here. Maybe this kid is auditioning to try and get a tryout at St. Cloud or something. Kidding me? Thompson answers with a better shot. Worthington's got to be real careful not to get hurt by their poor shot selection, which is happening right now.
Thompson now with 10 points, 10:48 remaining, 27-19. Marauders on top in a must-win situation. They have to win along with the Normandale loss in order to even make the JUCO tournament. No call there by the officials.
You're supposed to get that call when you're at home, too.
Entry pass, turnaround, air ball.
Is that a lob pass or a bad shot?
Good question. And Thompson's going to get the foul on Erickson. So they don't call Thompson as he's driving, but they call him as he's going for the ball.
For all the position of the officials, huh?
No doubt Timonen to check in. Thompson will take a breather. That's his second foul.
Well, one good thing about this game so far, Ryan, I look at all the guys on the court, and nobody's got black socks on, and none of these kids have real bad haircuts. That's kind of nice to see.
That's right. You don't like those black socks, do you?
Black socks and all those lines and numbers and curly cues and dreadlocks, all that bad stuff.
Smith now in for the Marauders as well, number 44.
Some of the braids and no hair on the side.
Timonen shoots for three. Air ball.
Okay, they probably only had 2 rush shots the whole game so far. That was one of them. They need to really be careful of that.
Erickson batted away by Timonen. That's Keel. He'll give it up. And Viss.
There's a lot of reaching out there on defense. If they need to make the adjustment and moving their feet and getting over. Key with an easy miss. Ends up getting his own rebound and gets a foul. Oh, nice job.
Have to like the effort there by Key.
You know, you got to like those kind of efforts, because at times a kid will go in and take a shot, miss the shot, and get so frustrated with himself, he won't follow it. Key stayed with it, ended up getting a rebound, went up strong. Now he's got 2 opportunities from the free throw line.
9:32 remaining, 27-19. The Marauders on top. I've mentioned already this is a must-win situation for the Marauders.
Must win. Yep.
Normandale and them right now are deadlocked. Normandale, if they win the rest of their games, and the Marauders have to have a Normandale loss in order to make the tournament. The Marauders have to win their last 3. Normandale has to lose one of their last 2 games. That's not going to be easy for the Marauders, because they have to go over there and face Anoka Ramsey, who's undefeated at this point in conference.
At the same time, the kids got the motivation. They know they control their own destiny, and they're going to get a chance to get in the playoffs just by their efforts alone.
Clark from the corner.
Or not get on, depending on the effort, of course.
That was a rebound by Porth. Erickson.
Okay, pretty good transition defense that time by the Marauders.
Viss.
Okay, you might have to help on this kid.
Nice strong move down low. Can't get it to fall, but Porth is there with the rebound.
Now you see that shot was, that was an ugly shot that went in. It was a little tip, and that's why we always tell the guys to play hard under the basket. You don't have to take a great shot to make it when you're 2, 3, 4, 5 feet away from the basket. A lot of ugly shots still go in.
Seawright. Clark will conduct the offense. Key at the top, looked into Seawright. And there's the entry pass to Seawright. And that's the Seawright of old.
Nice. He didn't post up as strong as I've seen him do it, but he's got the ball inside. He knew what to do once he caught it.
Nice explosion to the basket, and that's what made Seawright such a valuable commodity in high school. Key. Got to like the big guys dribbling the ball down the court, Bill.
You know, and what they're trying to do is when the rebound comes off, they're trying to pick up the Marauder guards. So the big guys have to finish the play sometime.
Clark for 3.
That's a good shot. Good decision to take that one, too. He was open.
Porth, rebound. He'll kick it to Viss. Viss to the corner. And another missed shot by Worthington. Rebound Seawright. Key. Maybe not intending that one. Clark, I don't think, intended that one to go to Key. Timonen was wide open, waiting to shoot the 3.
Again, the old rule, if the ball comes in your area and you feel you can catch it, and try and do something good with it.
Because of that aggressiveness, Key will go to the line to shoot 2. Blue Jays making massive substitutions. Turner checking in now for them. 29-21, 7:46. We're at Minneapolis Community College. Ryan Young along with Bill Chambliss and the whole crew of Metro Area Sports Wrap.
Good to be back doing some games again and
yeah,
watching
welcome
some
back.
games too.
Welcome back, Bill.
I've been at a lot of high school games. I've been looking at some kids. I expect to be in a different position, taking a college job again next year. So I got to start looking at some people I want to play for me.
Not going to hint to where that's going to be, huh?
No, the coach hasn't officially left yet, so I better not say anything.
We'll be the first to find out, though,
Definitely,
won't we?
definitely. There's a coach in MIAC I plan to take along with me if in fact this materializes to what I think it will.
Well, good luck to you. Until then, you're always welcome here at MASW and announcing games.
Thank you. The action's going back and forth.
Blocked there by Seawright. Nice, strong move. That was Porth. You got to like the strong, intense move to the basket.
Yeah, it was a strong move. I don't know if it was a good basketball move or not, but he got some results from it. And I think Key and Seawright are saying to themselves, why are we fouling this guy? He's probably not going to make all of them anyway.
No doubt, didn't have a lot of finesse on it, that's for sure.
No, but again, you know, look how close he was to the basket. Good things happen when you can get the ball in that close.
So being a coach, Bill, we're going to put you on the spot. Would you rather have a kid make an ugly move and make it, or a kid make a sweet move and just have it roll off?
I'll take the results that count. The 2 points count. We'll take it. I'll let him know about it in practice and see if we can dress it up a little bit. But as long as you get it in the hole, I'm happy with you.
Maybe take him aside in practice and work on those moves.
Oh, yeah.
And Porth hits his free throw as well. 29-24 now. MCC
right,
still on top.
They need a good shot coming down here now. Something to go in. Conroy looks for one. Pass it out. Slow down. Take your time. There you go.
Conroy for three. Nice shot by Conroy.
Good shot. Good decision on the pass.
And Conroy has his first 3 points of the game.
And he's strong enough to take that shot and make that, even though his balance wasn't real good.
He really has buffed up a lot since his high school days. A lot bigger. Another three.
Again, that's a good decision to take that on the break. Some people say it's too long of a shot to take on a break, but you know, they're packing the defense inside. You got to learn to spread it and hit that shot outside.
Porth with the turnaround, Seawright with the rebound.
Yeah, see, there's that shot that they want to let this kid do a lot of shooting because I don't think he's going to hurt him. The coach thinks he got fouled, but I don't think he did.
Bronson, fake. He'll look at kick it to Conroy.
Pass and move now.
Staples battling down low, turnaround.
Oh.
A little off the mark there.
A little bit, just missed.
And Erickson will kick it to Turner. Turner down low to Porth. Ooh, and Porth can't get it to fall. He wanted that one to go in.
I'm telling you, they're making a player out of a kid who's not going to hurt you. This guy is not going to hurt you, trust me. But you keep fouling him, eventually he's going to hurt you. You know, let him shoot that thing in there. He fades away, so he doesn't have rebound position. Just let him shoot that thing, you know, contest the shot and rebound it.
How do you break that down to your players, being the coach, when you go in the halftime at the locker room? What do you say to Seawright and Key to tell them that, you know, maybe this player isn't as good as you're making him?
Well, I mean, you got to be straightforward and let them know. Say, let this guy take the shots inside. You know, just convince the kids in whatever way your style is that he's not going to be the one that's going to hurt you offensively. So all we need to do is contest his shots and not make a player out of him by fouling him and getting him on the free throw line. Because went 1 for 2 on that. He's probably got a couple other ones in there. He's been making
11 points so far for Porth. And for some reason, there's always a player that has to step up against this MCC team, and it seems to happen often.
Yeah, and this Porth kid, he's more of a perimeter. He's got a perimeter game. I don't know if he's a great perimeter player.
Conroy carried the ball. Miller set to check in for Conroy.
I didn't see that carry on that, but maybe he did.
Conroy will have a seat. Miller will take his position. The Marauders showing a full court press right now. Turner from the corner for three. Off the mark. He really didn't even have his arm extended.
You know,
in that
they're
shot.
pushing him just about a foot further than he wants to be, and they're doing it good. And that's the same thing you want to do inside there.
Porth.
Look at this kid. See? No foul, just good contest there. Didn't have a chance.
Bronson to Timonen.
Excellent break.
12 points now for Timonen.
At this point, Jay's going to have to give his guards a start. They're shooting the ball well and making good decisions with the ball. They had a little defensive breakdown there, and they're passing the ball.
Keogh gets his first 2 points of the game. Bronson loses the handle.
And as soon as I say that, he kind of throws it away, but he puts a stranglehold on the guy who stole it from him and gets it back.
Bronson blocked.
There's a case where one dribble hurt him. You got to play catch and shoot. You catch it, you got a 5-footer. Why do you need a 2-footer? Put it right up there.
Turner drives underneath the basket, and he stepped on the baseline.
End line there.
They should have cut that off in all technicalities. Seawright should have been down there to cut the baseline off.
But the good thing, when they do get back there, it's kind of hard to score from behind the backboard, and they didn't foul him in there, and that was good.
Maybe a bad move by Turner to cut the baseline.
Right.
Especially against somebody like Seawright and Key. Little Turner trying to go in there.
Bad decision.
Clark. Timonen, he's been shooting threes all day. Drives right, gives it up to Seawright. Key, misses an easy shot there, Bill.
Kind of surprised him getting that one off the board like that.
And off the mark, trying to save it.
I think Worthington wants to run the basketball. They want to run it and try and get some easy shots inside in hopes of opening it up so their three-point shooters can get right at the line. But they're about a foot too far out now thanks to a good defense, and they're not able to hit that shot.
Mike Augustine, the coach for Worthington, and when he goes into the locker room, is he going to be happy with the fact that they're trying to run, or is he going to tell his team to slow it down?
Well, I think he's got to run the ball some. He's not going to. It's not a breakneck fast break out of control. They want to run a pattern type fast break and try and get some easy baskets inside, then dump to the wings and hit those three-pointers.
Off the hand, and now Worthington's just getting careless with the ball. Timonen, he'll pull up from the free throw. Followed his shot, and he just can't get it to fall. Marauders will retain possession.
The coaches from Worthington are wondering why they're letting the referees are letting a lot of physical play go in there. It's not necessarily good physical play. Some of it's out of control. They haven't called anything, but they should try and clean this up a little bit.
Minneapolis Community College known for their physically tough games. And Miller. Seawright the key. Nice pass by Seawright.
I don't know if it turned out to be a nice pass, but when you're that close to the basket, you got a guy like Key who we know can rebound the basketball. Why not take that shot? You can either going to make it or you got a good rebounder in good rebounding position. What more do you want?
Turner hits from 11. Turner now with 11 points in the game. Miller, he'll give it to Key to Timonen. Seawright better watch himself or he's going to get called for three. And Turner with the rebound. 36-29, 2:48 remaining in the first half of play here at Minneapolis Community College. And there goes your fall away from the ball, and that's going to go against Seawright, it looks like.
No, that's going to be, I think they got, what's the key on that foul for pushing in the back. Worthington coach has been calling for that foul because his hands are resting on the guy's back. He started pushing a little bit with him.
That's Key's second, and Key and Thompson both have two early. Key in the past has been an instrumental part to this team. 4-3. Rebound, Seawright.
Big rebound.
Looks like he's starting to get his legs back a little bit, Bill.
All right, I think he's been back for a while on his strength, but I don't know if I don't know if he's got excited about playing as much as he wants to be.
Good point. Good point. Another foul, and the Marauders are attacking the basket and drawing the fouls from Worthington at will.
So you got a lot of talent out there, and sometimes well-talented players just don't get too excited about the game because they know they think they can turn it on when they want to, and that's costly.
A good question that might come out of all of this is, the Marauders do have so many talented and star players from high school. Is it tough as a coach to bring this many Eagles together and let them play together on one floor?
Oh, it can be very tough, but if you're selling your program and you're letting the kids know that we're here and we're about winning championships, and we're asking a kid that we recruit to sacrifice, then you can get it done. It's easier there, especially when you start getting results. They've been to the state tournament a few times.
2 years in a row now.
Yeah, and they've been real successful. So it's easier to sell a kid to say, hey, you got 30 a game in high school. If you can come here and get us half of that and give us some tough defense, you can fit in our program.
And in fact, Jay has done that.
Yeah, he's done a good job with that.
Nice rebound by Clark.
See, you can get a 30-point effort without getting 30 points.
Clark passed to Miller, and it's going to be a charge.
Clark did a nice job on that, though. Good rebound, pushed it down the floor. Good decision on the dump off on the pass, and it just didn't work out on the end. They tried to go too close to the hoop again.
Miller was a little out of control as well. He's got to control that motion going up to the basket. Keel set to inbound it. Turner. Check that. That's Alderson. We haven't seen him since the opening minutes of the game.
Pretty good defense on the perimeter again.
Erickson driving. The Marauders forcing Worthington to pick their dribble up a lot as well.
They're picking it up, and look how far out they got to catch the ball. Oh, no. I may have to go in the locker room and talk to Mr. Seawright here. Steve, don't foul this kid.
Porth will go to the line.
If you're going to foul him, give him a good foul. Let him know you're there, and maybe that'll change his mind about trying you all the time. But if you're going to give him one of those grade school fouls, then you might as well just let him shoot it.
Seawright's picked up a second foul. Porth with 11 will go to the line. 36-29, 1:39 remaining in the first half. Ryan Young along with Bill Chambliss and the crew of Metro Area Sports Rap Productions. A big game here for Minneapolis Community College Marauders. For all you people at home, this is a must-win situation. They must win their last 3 games in order to make the playoffs of the state tournament, or rather the state tournament, should be rephrased.
Right. Porth again, the guy who's not real effective inside, is drawing fouls in there. And he just knocked in 2 free throws. Staples gets inside there for a nice left-hand move and gets himself a deuce.
Nice around the back. And another missed shot there. And Porth is still down.
Well, when the shot was missed and he fell, the rebounder came and stepped right in his chest.
Conroy is fouled as he goes up. A lot of fouls taking place now.
Both teams.
Both teams.
Yeah.
Physical play, though.
Well, all the fouls aren't results of physical play, and maybe it should be that way, but it's not dirty physical play. It's just a lot of reaching out there.
Exactly. A lot of bad positioning as well.
Right.
38-31, Marauders on top. Conroy hits the first of 2. He's got 4 points on the game so far. And the second. So Conroy with 5 points. The Marauders now with the 9-point lead. And the foul's going to go against Conroy.
I don't know what their defensive philosophy is. I know that they want to extend the defense and play up on them. I don't know. It seems like they're getting caught by going for steals, and they're getting out of position. The guys going by end up getting a reach in it. Now that may be their philosophy to make them just play faster. Sometimes in a full court press, you just want to stay in front of the guy, turn him a few times, just make him work, wear him down.
Turner, he'll go to shoot a one-on-one as Worthington now, both teams in the bonus. Worthington in the one-on-one bonus. Turner hits the first. And the second. Worthington does have a good free throw shooting team, and that's been indicative early.
And they're proving that they can knock him down.
Staples. Conroy. Pulls up from 12. Nice shot by Conroy.
I think he's getting a little confidence in his stroke there.
7 points. Big block by Bronson down low.
If you asked the Worthington coach, he probably wasn't a block. I'll stay neutral on that one.
Maybe told Vis to stay out of my area, huh?
Yeah, but you know, this shouldn't happen. Nobody should be able to drive the length of the court straight down the lane for an easy layup, especially when your defense is shot.
Alderson hits for 3, and well, accordingly, Bronson's on the bench, and I'm sure that's what Jay will tell him.
Yeah. That was a nice three-point shot that came out of their set offense too. So Worthington's not going to roll over and play dead in this game.
42-36, Marauders on top. Clark to Staples. Staples up top. Conroy, oh, nice cut. Staples nice. A little late on the pass.
Yeah, he didn't read Conroy setting that up, and he missed him a nice backdoor cut. Well, you know, that'll come. That's not a bad decision.
Miller playing deep. Shot clock off.
Good D. Now don't bail him out with a foul. Just play position, make him work for it. Play position, hands up, move your feet. 5
seconds.
There we go. Nothing to this game. This is an easy game.
42-36 at half. The Marauders on top in a must-win situation, and so far they've come out and they've played as if they have to win.
Yeah, you know, mainly on their offense has done a good job of decision making. They've taken good shots. Most of the shots have been real good shots, and also they've all passed the ball, so they're sharing it, and one guy's not trying to win this game, and they know they need a team effort to do it, and I like that what they're doing. Defensively, they need to make some adjustments and help out a little more. I say help out. Some of the, you're in position. We try and say that you should never be able to go one-on-one against our defense. Other coaches, when Tarkanian was at Vegas, he believed in closing you out, so it was strictly one-on-one. You got help only off to the layup, depending on if he was in his amoeba defense or if his man-to-man. So in a man-to-man, I don't know exactly what his philosophy is, but they're playing tough ball anyway.
Both teams will go into the locker room and come out for the second half, and we'll be back to talk about with the roundup of the first half and scoring totals and with our analysis coming into the second half. But first, something that we showed on Metro Area Sports Rap Productions called Books and Basketball, done by Eric Boyum, my co-host on the show and one of our announcers here in the booth as well. We'll roll into that. Please enjoy halftime and stay with us. We'll be back with second half action here from Minneapolis Community College against Worthington in a must-win situation. You're watching Minneapolis Television Network.
College basketball. The game is played here on the court, but sometimes the importance of this game overshadows this one. Academics.
Because I was never really a good student. So that's really my struggle right now.
Academic, I just wasn't into books, I was just skipping school, whatever, doing what a teenager do at a young age.
Meet the Clark brothers, Chris and Archie Clark Jr. To the naked eye, the two brothers appear to share so many things in common. Confidence, intelligence, and a God-given ability on the basketball court. Their father, the former University of Minnesota and NBA great Archie Clark, the senior, has witnessed his two sons evolve as basketball phenoms in the city of Minneapolis. But the two brothers have traveled down different roads as college basketball players. Chris, the product of a private high school in the suburban areas of Detroit, is currently the starting point guard for the nationally ranked Marauders of Minneapolis Community College. Archie Clark Jr., a former Marauder himself, has stumbled along the way after attending a public city high school in downtown Detroit. Archie is currently attempting to regain academic eligibility at Minneapolis Community College after playing there in 1988. How did these two brothers from the same basketball-rich family come to two different positions? We'll take a look at their story and the struggles and pressures of being a college athlete, and also look at the success stories of two other players who overcame the odds and used basketball to pull their lives together. Books and basketball is our focus, up next on Metro Area Sports Rap.
You probably think that if you tell on someone, you're a rat.
911.
But sometimes a rat is the best thing that you can be. Like when a drunk driver threatens lives, including yours.
Thanks.
So dial 911 and squeal on a drunk driver before a drunk driver squeals on you.
The ability to perform not only on the court, but in the classroom can be a very rewarding one for a college athlete, as Ralph White found out after becoming the first academic All-American in MCC history. His payday came when Loyola of New Orleans came knocking at his door with a full scholarship offer that took him to one of the top 40 academic institutions in the entire nation. Then there is Rodney Anderson, a fifth-year high school senior from the streets of Milwaukee, who after 2 seasons at Minneapolis Community College earned himself a full-ride scholarship to Augustana.
Let's talk about how far Rodney Anderson has had to come since his days in high school and his academic career.
Well, you know, my days in high school wasn't, as good as they should have been. It took me 5 years to get to school, and I stuck with it. I didn't play as much basketball as I, should have played in high school. And academic, I just wasn't into books. I was just skipping school, whatever, doing what a teenager do at a young age. But I stuck with it.
Now, you only averaged 3 minutes a game in high school. You go to Minneapolis Community College. You're one of the stars, one of the starters.
Yeah.
You get a full-ride scholarship here to Augustana.
Yeah, I owe a lot to Coach Pivec. He helped me a long way. Him and assistant coach Ron Gates, they work with me, they stay with me, and they help me through it. I owe a lot to them.
Rodney, why do you feel some kids get lost in the shuffle?
Well, I think most kids, they go to school just to play basketball. I was one of them kids who go to school just to play basketball. I really didn't think about academics. But in order to do that, you have to play basketball. You have to go to class and do the work. Do the help. You got to get help from teachers in order to, accomplish that. It's hard to say, for other people, what they're going through and what I went through. But I just stayed with it. I had a lot of problems, As I was in high school, I had a lot of problems, Community college, I had problems, but I just stuck with it,
Let's talk about something that your former coach, Jay Pivec at Minneapolis Community College, had to say about being a performer, not only on the court, but in the classroom. He said, basketball is a privilege. It's a privilege to play basketball. It's not a right. Do you agree?
Of course I agree with that, You have to, there's a lot of things to go at basketball, not just, there's a lot of things you have to do to play basketball. You have to go to school for one. You have to study. You have to hit the books, do the work, and you have to be in practice, every day. And it's a commitment, If that's your love, then you're gonna do what you love, If you love basketball, then you're gonna be committed to it. And you're gonna do whatever it takes to play it. And if whoever ain't gonna do whatever it takes to play basketball, then it ain't a privilege.
If you could go back and do anything different, what would you go back and do differently this time around?
Well, I was studying. I would have made sure that I'd get my AA degree. My freshman year, I was taking, classes that I really didn't need. Not thinking if I wanted to go Division I that I would have to take classes above 100, to get my AA degree. I was just doing what to get me by instead of going all out. I was just doing whatever it takes to get me by. And Augustana, if I could have went Division I or Augustana, I probably still would have picked Augustana because it's a very prestigious school and the people is good to me and they help you out. It don't matter where you start, it matters where you end up. And I believe Augustana is a good school for me and I made the right choice.
Making the right choice. For an athlete, this can become an issue as early as junior high school. In the Clark brothers' case, the choice was public high school or private.
Well, I went to other Catholic schools in grade school, and the Catholic schools in Detroit are much better than most public schools, unless it's the Detroit public school. And I went there mainly for education and basketball because it would lead me on the right road for college.
Archie, you attended a public high school. Do you feel that by chance, if you would have gone to a private school, that maybe you wouldn't be going through some of the academic struggles that you've had to go through and that you're still going through today?
Definitely. I think that would have played a big part in that because the public schools, the one I went to was really not all that good.
Now, in that decision, did you not want to go to the private school? Did you want to hang out with some of the guys? You had your friends in the public schools, you had girlfriends, things like that? Or did you have that option?
Well, I had the option at first. You know, I wanted to go to a private school, but certain circumstances didn't permit it. So I ended up going to the public school.
Okay, and Chris, do you think that this definitely had an effect on your brother and some of the study habits that he has admitted to that he does not hold? Do you feel that this has had a major impact?
Oh, yeah, it does. I mean, it did have an impact, and it still does now. You know, in the Catholic school, you have to study, and, you know, they made you do homework. And, you know, the public school he went to, you know, maybe he had homework, maybe he didn't. You know, and it was just totally different.
Let's talk.
While Chris continues to enjoy his college career, Archie's dream of playing college basketball right now is exactly that. That is, until next year. We hope. This has been Eric Boyum reporting for Metro Area Sports Wrap.
Beautiful piece. Back here, Minneapolis Community College, 42-36. They're on top right now. First half stats for you. For Minneapolis Community College, Timonen with 12 points. Seawright with only two fouls as well. Key has 6 points with 2 fouls. Thompson, 10 points with 2 fouls. Staples has 2. Miller has 2 with 1 foul. And Conroy has 7 with 1 foul. For Worthington Blue Jays, Alderson with 3. Although he didn't see much time, he started the game, but hasn't seen much time since. Turner down low with, or rather in the guard position with 13. Porth, the big guy down low so far. Well, you could say he's a big guy, Bill. 13 points. Keogh has 2. Firks with 4 and Straight with 2. So basically we're seeing balanced scoring attacks from both teams for the most part so far. 36-42, Worthington losing this one. Minneapolis Community College in a must-win situation. You're watching Minneapolis Television Network.
I must be invisible. No one notices me. I have crawled down dead-end streets on my hands and knees. I was born with a raging thirst, a hunger to be free. What I've learned through the years don't encourage me. 'Cause I'm a lonely stranger here. Will be on my...
I love hiking in the forest.
You know, Robin, forests are more than just great places to go hiking in.
They are?
Sure. Forests are homes to lots of different animals. We get wood from forests, and they help keep our air and water clean.
Gosh.
But our forests are threatened by development and people who don't treat them with respect.
Yeah.
To find out how you can help, write to Forests National Wildlife Federation,
Washington, D.C. 20036.
How'd you know that address?
A Frog Scout's always prepared.
Welcome back to Minneapolis Community College. Ryan Young along with Bill Chambliss. We're taking a look here at some of the first half stats. Timonen with 12, Thompson with 10 are mainly the big guns for the Marauders, and Porth and Turner have basically kept Worthington into this, Bill. And Porth has played well down low, and he's one of the leading scorers in this game, but that's not really conducive to the type of game he's had.
Yeah, he's hit a few. He's got 3 field goals, and the rest of them, his points have come on free throws, which means, I mean, he's getting position, so he's doing a good job of drawing the fouls too. But some of the fouls that they've committed on him, you know, just not good fouls. They need to play better position. Just make him shoot a tough shot. You know, a rebound is just as good as a steal if you could force the guy to miss the shot.
As far as the Marauders go, Thompson started to light it up early and then ran into foul trouble, has been on the bench. Seawright, Key, and Thompson both have 2 fouls. We spoke earlier about this being a rough game, and the refs letting a lot of the fouls go. There could easily be more on any of those players.
Yeah, there's a lot of reaching going on out there. It'll be interesting to see the adjustments that Minneapolis makes today. And I don't know what their defensive philosophy is, so I'm only giving a couple of parallels. If they're supposed to be closing the guy out, then you got to play about an arm length away and not reach after the ball. Because once you reach, you commit yourself. You see a tendency of the guy to drive right by you. If they're supposed to have the defense philosophy is to help and recover in position, then they got to get some people knowing where the ball is at all time and get in position to help out or draw the charge.
In order for Worthington to get back in this, Bill, they're only down by 6 points, but they really have not controlled the game or had the game in their court, so to speak, the whole game. What do they need to do to get the ball back in their side of the court and take control of this game rather than coast through it?
One thing is shot selection. Patience with the shot selection. What they've done is come down and they've shot a lot of quick shots. They were fortunate to hit a few, so I guess they felt like they could keep doing it. Minneapolis has done a good job of extending their defense and forcing them a foot or two further than Worthington wants to shoot from. Now, the way you combat that is to be a little more patient. See if Minneapolis wants to play defense for 30, 35 seconds. Pass the ball around, set a screen, then pop out, and that 22-footer might then turn into the 19-footer you want.
Is it possible that Mike Augustine said in the locker room to Porth down low, keep taking it to the big guys because they're following you?
I think he's got to do that. Right now, he's their weapon, and unless Minneapolis figures out that the kid's not a great inside player, then he's gonna live on the free throw line. Well, let's see what happens. They're starting out here now. They started out the first half with some 3-pointers and took a big lead.
The Marauders on the floor for the Marauders. Thompson, Clark, Key, Timonen, and Seawright, the same 5 starters, and the same 5 starters for Worthington as well.
You know what? If Worthington will be a little patient, as I watch them over there now, they had a switch, and they had 22 guarding the 31 in there. Timonen was guarding Porth, and I think Porth, even as not a great shooter, he can still score over a guy that's much smaller than him.
Getting set here for 20 minutes, the second half. The Marauders in a must-win situation. Worthington.
Clark is looking, observing.
Thompson wide open. And Worthington can't continue to let Thompson take those because he's going to sink about half of those.
Yeah, that's his shot, and his teammates know that, and they're ready to rebound any of his misses. They didn't get it that time, but they were in position.
Thompson from the 3-point line, in case you're wondering, he's about 33%, so that's about 1 in 3.
Well, I'm sure he'll put up a lot more than 3.
Thompson averaging 25 points a game. And here comes Worthington. Alderson with the move, can't get it to fall, and Seawright just grabs it off the top of Keyhole's hands. Clark driving to the right side. Timonen will wisely back it out, and Clark will reset the offense. Timonen. Key had him beat. He lost the handle on it.
He spun right around. I mean, nice move to the baseline to get open, and just lost the ball.
Keyhole, Alderson. Alderson has his 5th point of the game and his 2nd of this.
Minneapolis has got to come out of the locker room a little more fired up than this. They, the first half, the same results. Second half, they're doing it now. Hopefully, they got enough weapons to come out of this. Good call. Good call. That time he could have called it on 20 for reaching in, or on 44 did get the call for blocking there. Wasn't in position.
Keel draws his first foul. 18 minutes remaining in the second half, 42-40. The Marauders had a 6-point lead, and Worthington has answered back in the second half, has scored 4 unanswered points to bring them within 2. Thompson to Timonen, 4-3.
Kind of rushed that one, but I think that's his shot too.
He's got a nice stroke.
Yeah, he rushed that one.
Definitely a shooter's stroke. Alderson, he'll think about the 3 and give it up the 4th.
That's the kind of defense they need to play on 31. Hands up in his face, It works out good.
Thompson with a nice pass. Clark can't convert it.
Tough shot. We see pass a little too far under the basket and end up missing.
And Erickson ties the ball game.
Might not be a bad time to call a timeout. Coaches use them differently than I do and a lot of other people do, but just to give them a wake-up call, let them know that, hey, fellas, it's time to play now. So we're still not warming up.
Clark posting up down low, hits the turnaround.
Could Clark be the go-to guy in the crunch, huh?
Down low. But, you know, as you said earlier, Porth isn't a true, or doesn't appear to be a true down low position player, and Clark merely took it to him.
Right.
Clark, he'll pull up. Nice shot by Clark. And he's got 4 points, and it's all come in the second half so far.
There's another missed opportunity on the steal by not seeing the ball. Know where the ball is at all time.
Porth draws the foul on Key.
Maybe I'll send a letter to these gentlemen and say, when you got a guy like this who's not hurting you inside, don't foul him.
Key picks up his 3rd personal foul, and that could hurt the Marauders because they don't have a lot of depth down low.
And he's a nice rebounder in there, too. I mean, they'll need that. Good call.
Good call there.
A little help from Coach Pivec.
Just going to say that. Never hurts to be your own ref, does it?
Yeah.
But nevertheless, a good call. Key will give it to Seawright.
They run a different version of their offense this half. I think they can get any shot they want, though.
Bronson drives left, gives it up to Thompson from the free throw line. Bronson battling, and he'll lose this battle against Porth.
I think they need to get Thompson some kind of shot that where he can just catch it and shoot it so he can stroke one down and get his confidence back, and then let those things rain out.
Miller getting set to check in for the Marauders.
There's Seawright with good defense again. Just over there, never left his feet, hands extended, force into a turnover. Good job.
Bronson thought about a Key for 3.
There's that catch and shoot. He didn't have to put it on the floor, didn't have to move to get it, just stood there.
Check that. That was Thompson for 3.
That's the kind of shot he needed. This could wake him up and get that stroke going again.
Thompson now with 13. He averages 25. So Thompson needs to have a big second half here to keep on averages. Of course, as you know, Bill, as a coach, as an ex-coach rather, averages don't mean much in a big game.
No, they don't. But you know, the shooters, they're going to keep shooting and put them up, and they're going to get their points. Might be the big call of the game. That's foul number 4 on Mr. Key.
Johnny Key out of Florida. He's going to have to sit on the bench with his 4th foul, and depending on how this game goes, obviously, when would you? Key's going to stay in. Seawright's going to come out. Maybe Coach Pivec senses Key is an essential part of this team.
Well, I think he knows that, you know, a kid with 4, what are you going to do? Sit him on the bench and let him think about what he has to do? Right now, he just has to play smart. They're not really at a disadvantage at this point.
49-42, the Marauders on top. Good D by Timonen.
Got good help that time, too. They were trying to run a little ISO to get Key to play some defense on the block and maybe pick up that 5th foul.
Miller passes Staples. Staples up and blocked.
Porth with a block. He's trying to make a liar out of me.
Porth is going to put you down yet?
No, I just saw him post up with his hands together. He's not a post man.
No
good
shot.
Defensive position. You can't count that, Coach. Give him a break.
Erickson draws his 2nd foul on the charge. What do you think of that rule, Bill? Counting the basket after a play like that obviously didn't happen here, but it's the ref's discretion pretty much.
A lot of coaches are now asking to go to the high school rule, which if there's an offensive foul called, then the basket automatically is disallowed. I mean, there's just no question about it. Takes all the decision-making out of the ref's hand.
Driving there is Bronson. He'll draw the foul.
Another reaching in foul.
That was off of Viss. Yeah, he just didn't move his feet and get in front of him on that one.
But Minneapolis did if we could see this replay, you would see that the defense was set up just below the circle in there, so it was high enough to draw the foul. Again, if you're under the basket, you're probably not going to get that call.
Miller with a nice move, but can't get it to fall. Rebound, Blue Jays.
SBI again, sweet but ineffective.
Sweet but ineffective.
Yeah, it looks good on TV, but it doesn't count in the stats.
And drawing the foul there is Ferks. You know what stands out most in this game is that Worthington has drawn a lot of fouls that really shouldn't be committed. Marauders may be trying to get that block or get that steal or create an opportunity.
I think what's happening too, if you can get more defense on the perimeter, it allows you to play behind them or a little looser in the backside. Right now they're able to throw the ball right to the block there. Now the guy's turning, there's a lot of congestion in there. Boom, you pick up some easy fouls. If you play tough on the perimeter, now the post people have to come out a little more to get the basketball. Now they're not right on the block. Now you can play a little tougher defense on them.
49-42. Missed the first half, misses the second half, but gets the rebound. This Porth, another rebound for Porth, Bill.
Okay, look at this, look at this.
This off-balance shot. Porth with another rebound.
Okay, getting out hustle right now. Take that baseline, hands up.
And Porth scores
with a nice shot. Now that's a nice shot for him.
And he's got 15 points. He must have heard you.
Well, you know, he started the game with a three-pointer, so he's a face-the-basket kind of player. But they've had to, because of some other problem, they had to put him right on the block. He's not very effective down on the block.
Timonen drives, nice pass to Miller. And he'll draw the foul. You see a lot of things on this Marauders team that are nice. They do a lot of things right. They just don't seem to finish them right now. Is that partly because of a lot of the youth that they do have on this team as far as guard play goes?
Well, it's a lot of youth. Sometimes it's, you know, you can be too unselfish. That's probably not good English, but, you know, they're passing up some good scoring opportunities inside, maybe looking to pass rather than shoot. And in the long run, that's better for you. But, you know, sometimes when you get it down on the block there for those two-footers, you can't be thinking pass.
Miller hits the first one.
We like to tell the post players, when you get the ball down on the block, you're thinking three-point play. That means just going to post up strong, going for a two-point layup in there and get on the free throw line and finish it off.
And Miller hits another one. He's got his season average of 4 points so far. Miller just now starting to pick up playing time. He's only averaged about 9 minutes a game, and he's seen a lot of playing time this evening.
And he's helping out.
He is. Bronson knocks it out of bounds, and he's talking to Timonen. Bronson transferred from Normandale, one who slipped through Levency's fingers and found himself down here. Viss loses the control on it. Nice.
Good steal.
That may be a questionable call against Turner.
Very questionable. I think the official saw him go down. The kid just tripped. That's a no call. You know, let him get up. They still got possession of the ball. But, you know, it went so fast, the referee thought he saw something. He made the call.
Exactly.
Play through it.
You mentioned earlier positioning has a lot to do with that. And,
you know, position is the key in the game of basketball for the officials and the players.
Good analogy. Timonen fakes, goes right. Bronson drives left, dishes off to Staples. And takes it himself. Bronson now with 2 points. And I don't think Bronson's as much of a scorer as he is a defensive specialist, and really sets the tempo for this Marauder team.
I think he's excited about playing defense out there. You know, his position is off a little bit. The kid was able to turn him. You know, sometimes you're better off playing just position and working a guy. Make a guy turn. He'll turn the ball over to you. If you go for a steal, you're out of position a lot of times.
This draws the foul. That'll be the second, I believe, on Bronson. We'll wait and see. That's his first, rather. He's got 2 points so far. A timeout called, 53-44, 12:52 remaining. Ryan Young along with Bill Chambliss.
You know, Ryan, I've noticed, I noticed the game has slowed down considerably. One of the reasons is Minneapolis is getting some shots inside and being able to control the ball, you know, making it tough. And then they're getting back on defense. Worthington is not doing a good job when they do rebound, getting a good outlet pass. So that slowed the game down considerably. Minneapolis, I think, still wants to run with the basketball. Hasn't had many opportunities to do that, but were pretty effective when they did.
9-point lead now for the Marauders, and Worthington needs to control the transition game a little better and maybe get a better shot selection down low. How are they going to be able to do that?
Well, I don't know if they want to go low. They're not real effective low. But,
no?
No, they run that same little pick and roll thing they ran to Porth just a couple minutes ago and shoot a little 6-7 footer in there. That's more of their game. Now, they're setting up a back screen. They're going to throw it over the top. Nope, he missed it. Good defense by Minneapolis.
Well, Porth has got 15 down. Pretty much 8 of that has come from the box.
Yeah.
So 7 free throws for him. And it's going to go off of Timonen's hand, and the Blue Jays will retain possession.
Pretty good job. Pretty good defense in there.
Firks. Seems to me that part of the reason Worthington doesn't have a down low game is they haven't taken it to the Marauders, so to speak, physically down low.
Well, I don't know if they got now. This is not his game here. Now that's about his range. See, look where he goes from, right in there, right outside the lane. When he turns and gets in the lane, he's a stiff.
17 points for Porth now.
But you know, they're still getting away with pretty good defense. Don't foul the kid. Make him take those shots. He's not looking for it.
That was maybe a shot in the first half that Seawright might have tried to foul.
Sure.
Instead, was wise not to. Staples will shoot. Off the mark, Timonen with the rebound.
I like it when the little guys get in there and get a rebound. They don't always know what to do when they get it in there, but it's fun to get in there and see what's happening, what the big guys are doing.
Over
good help,
Seawright.
Tom. Nice shot. Nice shot.
And there they go, Bill. They're taking it to the Marauders a little bit now. Bronson, Miller, drives left.
Picking up a lot of fouls here now.
Keogh, foul will go against him. That's his second. Thompson checking in now.
Pretty good decisions here. Now they get some good shooters inside here. Oh, they got too many guys out now. Okay.
Pivec going with a bigger look right now.
Still got his shooters in.
Staples from the corner, off the mark. Thompson steals it from Porth and gives it back to Clark.
I haven't seen these guys play very much, but I got to feel that that's not his shot, just by his stroke in there. Look at these guys battle the boards, both team. I like that.
Good battling coming down with it.
Now they got to stop this kid. Don't let him get in too high because he can swing it.
Viss down the Porth. And a foul on Seawright. And Seawright's going to pick up his third. And again, Porth taking it at Seawright and drawing the foul.
Yep, he's going in there and he's drawing some fouls in there. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is here.
If it works, just keep doing it, I guess.
Stay on your feet. Good.
Erickson from 3, can't get it to fall. Rebound, Staples. Here comes Clark. He had Thompson open, but he'll hold up. Miller, fake.
No force, nothing there, buddy.
Out of bounds. You know, sometimes I almost believe those calls are made by officials just because they look at the type of play and the type of action and the out-of-controlness, and they sometimes make a call based upon maybe a player's judgment of a bad shot. Clark, nice left-hander, lays it in.
They're pretty good defense now. They want to extend their defense now. They're trying to break them right now and get a few easy baskets. Oh, he's late on the trap.
Erickson. Pivec wants a press.
No, they changed their defense now. They got some a 1-2-2, 3-2 kind of look on their zone there. Maybe they're trapping a little bit.
They sure are jamming it up down there in the box area. And the foul's going to go against Staples.
They went to a zone defense on that, and they confused Worthington for a little bit there, and then Worthington looked inside, saw a guy open, and threw it to him. He didn't catch it, but he got fouled. We've said this before, haven't we?
going to the line. Strouth will go to the line. This Marauder team now is in a must-win situation. They're up here 55-48. You know, the interesting thing about this game is even though Worthington's hung in there, the Marauders you have a feeling, and you've gotten that feeling through watching the game, that they've been in control pretty much the whole time.
Yeah, they have been. And I think they're playing that way, which is not a good way to play. I mean, you want to play hard as if you could get beat and then finish them off. Discourage the other team, because that's what happened before. The second game last year, they allowed Worthington to come back. So Worthington was just thinking, if we had a few more minutes, we could have beat them. They get to the playoffs, and they do beat them.
Good point. Conroy to Thompson for 3.
That's way off.
Thompson misses, igniting the Blue Jays.
Now watch them. They didn't do a good job spreading the court. Now they're not going to get their three-point opportunity.
Erickson.
Now hands straight up.
Porth.
Oh, that was a hit. He must like getting fouled. Porth is coming on now.
19 points now for Porth. And for being
nice pass, Clark.
Seawright blocked by Porth.
And that should never happen. Never happen. Not even by mistake. And Seawright, if he settles himself in, powers that up, nothing.
Porth down low.
Now that's the defense Seawright can play.
Conroy to Thompson.
Staples on the board.
And rebound pulled down there.
Okay, they're going up and down now.
Keel for 3. Big hit for Keel. And he's got 7 points so far in this game. And the big guy, big guy for Worthington, we should say, shooting from 3-point range.
And they've got some good kids who can face the basket and make some of them. They're just not good. The two 33 and 31, they're not good post-up players. And the way they're playing now, they may not have to be.
The game tied to 55 now. The Marauders in a must-win situation here. And
Worthington trying a little zone action, too.
Worthington has really been a thorn, and if they win this one, it'll really be a thorn in Jay's side. Missed by Timonen. Erickson.
He's going. Stay up on this kid.
Turner, 4th to Erickson. And the Turner for 3. And now, Bill, you sense the tempo changing a little bit. Worthington gaining a little bit of a feeling that they can hang around.
Let's see what Minneapolis does to answer. If they work for a good shot.
Clark to Timonen. Clark will shoot for 3. That's off the mark. Rebound, Porth.
They missed one of their guys flying down the court. They got him now.
Turner for 3. Off the mark.
Turner's got no conscience. He's a typical shooter. He'll put up as many as he can.
Timonen, he'll answer for 3. Off the mark, but rebound by Clark.
Get it out, get it out, get it out.
And the foul will go against Keel. That'll be his 3rd. Johnny Key getting set to check back in for the Marauders.
Good decision. They might want to bring him now, get control of this game. I think what they're going to try and do is rest Seawright for a few here and then get him back in the game with Key.
Seawright only averaging about 17.6 minutes. So he hasn't quite been averaging the minutes of the old Seawright we know. Who used to play the whole 4 quarters.
I see Key getting away from the lane on his free throw attempt. They don't want to pick up a cheap foul here. They're going to need him to really make a commitment helping the team out by playing smart here, not picking up that foul, give Seawright a little breather out there and come back strong.
Chris Clark, the son of former great Archie Clark, the University of Minnesota, played with Haskins last year as a walk-on, transferred here with Jay, and he's got his 8th point.
He hasn't scored a lot of points. He played some good defense, made some good decisions passing the basketball. I like what he's done out here.
And I think that's been his strongest point that Clement said, too, that he thought Clark was a great defender, plays on his toes quick, and not shook too much.
There's a 5-second call. We haven't had one of those yet. I hope that doesn't decide the game here, but it's, they're very close to that.
Nice decision by Erickson to bounce it off. Now Little John going on between Erickson and Thompson.
It's illegal in international ball, too, to throw it off another player out of bounds like he just did.
Erickson, he'll come up against Miller.
Miller might want to force this kid to go left, see what he's got.
And it was a nice move by Erickson.
Good outlet pass. Oh, how many steps did he take on that?
No call there.
Get it set, get it set.
Timonen for 3.
You're out of sync, set that thing up.
Staples got lucky. He went behind the basket.
I mean, yeah, why do you foul a guy back there? You know, that's a bailout foul.
Foul's going to go on 43.
You know, you see, you know, what I'm liking about this game, you're seeing some bad decisions made from time to time here. You know, maybe that shot should have never been attempted, but all the kids worked for it. They went in there, they didn't quit, they just hung it around the basket. I like to see that, the good efforts. The shots will come.
You take this Minneapolis team, and from a glance, you might say a little more athletic than Worthington, but through Worthington's hard work, determination, tried to play fundamental ball, they've hung around in this game. As a coach, you got to love that as well.
I do too. You know, I'm kind of surprised the score isn't higher than it was. Of course, we still got 7 minutes. The way they came out to start the game off, I thought we'd be in the hundreds to both teams.
5 3-pointers started this game. Worthington jumped out to a quick 12-3 lead. Minneapolis Community College answered, and since Worthington was down by 6 at half, they've come back, and now they're down by 1.
Got a pretty tough team on the floor now for Minneapolis. Now let's see if they can make the adjustment and get some easy basket from their defense. Right hand, good defense. Oh!
They're going to call that against Key. That's going to be Key's 5th, Bill. Johnny Key has just fouled out. You didn't like that one, huh?
This drives me nuts. They finally get the kid to play some good, solid defense, and they flag him on that. Yeah, Pivec will never be able to teach him to play defense again. That was a great position.
Jay not exactly happy with that call as well.
The only thing he could possibly say is, you know, when you catch the ball, you got to have 1 step to change direction on there. But I thought he had a step. He landed. I mean, I don't know if you can play defense any better than that.
Clark will check in for a Key. Key will go to the bench, and he's got a smile on his face because he knows that he didn't do anything wrong.
He'll probably tell the coach, see, coach, I played defense like you told me to, and I got a foul. I'm not playing it anymore. Let's hope he doesn't say that.
No doubt. Going to the line. This is Viss. Viss so far with 5 points. Now he has 6.
Back to the tie game again.
And he hits a second one. Now 1-point lead for Worthington. 7 minutes remaining. Miller will shoot from 3. Off the mark. Rebound Porth. Porth, not the big guy, but he's been the big guy tonight for Worthington. Pulls down another board. Nice defense there by Miller.
I like what he did. He forced him to go to the left. The kid didn't like it over there, and he almost got a steal out of that.
Yeah, Viss, from what we've seen so far, doesn't seem to have too much of a crossover. I think they'd be better off leaving that in Erickson's hands there, number 12.
Yeah. But now he's not ready to go left either.
No.
It's pretty good defense now. This is when then we get a release on that. The guy.
Viss with the ball.
Pretty good patience by Worthington at this point.
Down, turnaround by Turner. Bottom of the net. And Turner, 7. Check that, 18 points on the game so far. Thompson.
Kick it out, Thompson. You got it on the 3-point line.
Oh, big block by Porth. And Porth has really stepped up, Bill.
Yeah, he's coming through. He's made a few nice blocks in the second half here.
Turner from 10. He buries it. Turner's on fire now.
And Turner's playing with a lot of confidence. Minneapolis calling the timeout now.
20 points now for Turner. And you got the feeling that Worthington is gaining the momentum going down into the last 5 minutes, and this is bad for the Marauders.
Well, they're breaking the game down in segments now. They won the first 5 minutes of the game. They won the first 5 minutes of the second half. Now it's going to come down. I think it's still close enough where whoever wins the last 5 minutes of the game is going to win it. And Minneapolis has the horse again. Now, you know, they just got to make some better decisions again. You know, they came down on that last shot going to the baseline. There's nothing there. The crowd's still in it.
Minneapolis Community College cheerleaders going at it over in the corner. Some of the faithful Minneapolis Community College fans. And looks like slowly but surely they're pulling in fans here.
Hey, who is that? Hello, I love you. Won't you tell me your name? Is that a song I heard somewhere? Maybe not. Okay.
Well, we've seen some good-looking fans here the last couple of games.
Yeah. I got to come to more games, or is the season over now?
Speaking of the season, Minneapolis Community College has one game remaining. If I can ever find the schedule, they'll go to Wilmer. My co-host Eric Boyne would say that's an easy game.
Now, that'll be their last home game?
No, that'll be their last game, period. That's their last game. That is away down at Wilmer. We saw them play here last time. Minneapolis walked over. And then the state tournament to 25th, 26th, and 27th if they can make it. Clark gets the roll there.
Clark with a big three-point basket.
11 points for Clark, all coming here in the second half. He stepped up his game.
You know, only about 2 of them have not been real crucial. And, you know, just to keep the team from falling behind. He hit about 4 in a row one time, just knocks this three-pointer down.
Porth, this now will set it up.
That's good. Put a little
this
pressure,
is a good defensive matchup for Jay to have Clark on Viss there.
Good defensive help that time by Staples.
Porth to Viss.
Just missed.
Bad shot. He really didn't get his arm extended.
Well, what you want, that's what Minneapolis wants to do, to force some of these guys who are not great shooters to force shots and take the team out of sync.
64-62, Worthington up by 2 here at Minneapolis Community College. Ryan Young along with Bill Chambliss.
And they're looking to go to Seawright there. Good job, good decision. Clark will get it to him.
There's a nice back. Saw that one in the making.
He traveled on that one, but he got away with it and got a nice basket. Nice pass by Clark. Okay, now we're playing even at the 4:38 mark. Let's see who wins his last 4 minutes of the game.
Miller now with 7-5 in the second half. He's picked up his game in the second half. He only averages 4, so he's put in 1 more for Jay. Tie game, 64 all.
I really, Steve, don't reach on this guy, man.
Porth, nice defense.
Very nice defense.
Clark came over to help him out.
Pressure by Seawright, moving his feet in there, and Clark steals it from the backside. Nice job.
Good coaching there in the big guy.
Yeah.
You know,
good team defense on that.
Sometimes I wonder if they don't have a little bug in their ear.
Yeah.
We ought to work that out, huh? Bill Chambliss player cam.
Yeah. I don't know if we want to go that far yet. I'll be gone before that comes to reality.
Who knows, with directors like Nathaniel Dameron, anything could happen. Miller down low, blocked. Big rebound.
Kind of behind the basket on that. Seawright's got to run.
And Miller picks up the foul on Erickson. You know, I like Miller's hustle and I like his intensity, but he seems to be a step behind on the defensive end.
And that's positioning. I think he's pretty eager and excited about playing defense, but you got to get him better position out there. The first year guy. He'll get better.
Hitting the first one, Erickson. That's his 3rd point of the game. Only 3 points, not as big a factor, but he's controlled the tempo, so to speak, for Worthington as well as can be expected.
I don't think you want to get him on the free throw line too much at the end of this game either. He looks like he's pretty comfortable there.
Last year when we watched Worthington, this team basically, minus a couple players, knock off MCC. They hit a lot of key free throws down the stretch. Staples, nice pass.
How about that pass from Clark, huh? Nice job.
4 points now for Staples.
I think the kids, his teammates are really alert when he's got the ball because they know he's not ashamed to pass the thing to him, so they're always expecting a pass.
Hey, there's a little rumor as well, Bill. We watched Worthington beat MCC last year in the playoffs,
Right.
and you got to believe people are superstitious, might not want us to announce this game tonight.
Yeah, you know, I thought about that on the way over, but yeah. Hey, who's superstitious, huh? That's for older people like myself.
Miller committing another foul. Erickson's going to go to the line, and the guy you said you don't want to go to the line is going to be on the line for Worthington. Tied 66 all, 3:11 remaining. A must-win. Again, a must-win situation for the Minneapolis Community College Marauders. If they lose, they're eliminated from playoff contention.
Yeah, I like this lineup they got in here now. I think they're going to do something here. They got some people who can rebound the ball and a couple guys who can shoot it.
Erickson misses the first of two. Looking to give his team a 1-point lead. Off the mark, he misses both two, and Seawright with the rebound, and now Clark will set up the offense. Look for a nice patient shot here by the Marauders. Bronson.
Pass it over, don't hold it. Pass the ball, get a good shot.
Clark pulls up from the free throw line. I'll tell you, Clark's really picked up himself in the second half.
You know, and I think he had one bad shot the whole game so far. You know, and that's what you want out of your point guard. Get us in the offense, help us out.
13 points now for Clark, who averages about 16 a game. Very big part of this offense. This is obviously a lot of this coming before, but he averages 31 minutes a game as well. Big shot there by Keyhole.
I don't know who's guarding the guy, but they got to just get out on him and make him put it on the floor.
9 points for Keel, 69-68. The Marauders down, Worthington on top.
Swing it.
Clark penetrating.
Now you got to hustle back. You got a bad pass on that one.
The duo running down the court together. Turner hits for two.
Turner likes it. He's feeling it.
Turner's feeling it, and do we have another upset brewing? Worthington up by 3 with about 1:58 to go.
1:58 left, Ryan. They just got to come out and play the game. Now it's up for, the coaching strategy goes out the window. They just got to get out, play solid defense. You got to take good shots and get after people.
At this point in the game, is it safe to say as a coach, being an ex-coach and going to be a coach again, a lot of the last 2 minutes of play has to do with how much the players really want it.
Yeah, I think everybody wants to win games. We know that. You don't play just,
Yeah, but there's different levels.
Right. All right. At that point in the game, this is when the guys know that I have to be sound fundamentally. I know I have to rebound. I don't care how tired I am. I got to give that effort. I can rest after the game. 2 minutes. Everybody knows 2 minutes is not a long time.
Exactly.
As far as moving up and down the court. So they just got to turn it up a notch. Stay focused.
3-point lead for Worthington. The Bell bringing it to you at home, huh?
We had a fight or something.
Cabin Fever Carnival sign up here at Minneapolis Community College. This is their Cabin Fever Carnival that happens every year during the winter. Was taking place earlier here today at the college. Bunch of different events and sites set up where people can come in and have everything from their blood pressure to their physical attributes tested.
These kind of games make the coaches need to get their blood pressure checked every now and then too. Now Minneapolis has been out-rebounded this half by Worthington, 22-19.
Big stat there. Timonen hits for 3. Tie game 71.
And he shot that one like he knew he had to make it.
15 points now for Timonen.
Hey, this every possession counts now. Let's see what happens.
Turner for 3. Answers Timonen.
He's calling it a 2. He's on the line. Coach doesn't like it.
25 points now for Turner. Timonen pulls up short. And another rebound for Worthington.
Why force now?
Erickson on Thompson.
Okay, now they're going to make him work in here.
14 on 14. Viss on Clark.
Make him dribble the ball.
Keel, Erickson, Thompson. Timonen on Turner.
They got time.
Gotta like that. Nice. Chris
Let me close my eyes and guess who made the steal and layup here. Could it be Clark? Yeah.
15 points now for Clark, all in the second half. A little jawing there now by Clark.
Kind of licking his chops. Now you should get up on this guy now.
Clark on Vis, 73 all, 35 seconds remaining. There's about a 2-second differential in the shot clock, so Minneapolis will get it back. Keogh down low, turnaround.
Rebound that thing.
And Porth can't hold on to it.
Big rebound, big rebound, big rebound.
Timeout, Minneapolis Community College. And now, Bill, what is Jay going to tell his troops in the huddle?
I'm going to see what they're going to, I think they're going to play for one shot. I don't know what special thing they got for that. We like to run something differently that, you know, we run our offensive screens cross. Late in a game like this, we might run down screens to throw you off because you're expecting a cross screen and hopefully get a layup out of it. Both teams are in the bonus, so we don't anticipate any foul, or we hope there's no fouls there. You know, with the game tied, you don't want to take a chance at it.
Coaches collaborating. Greg Wheeler, Ron Gates, and Jay Pivec.
You know, the other thing I've seen coaches do late in a game like this, you might have Worthington might want to foul right now, right away, put Minneapolis on the line, so now they have a chance to control their destiny. So even if Minneapolis makes 2 and gets a 2-point lead, they get a chance to go up. Some of the Worthington basketball team there on camera. I think they know me, but they don't want to wave at me now. They're friends of the family.
21 seconds remaining, 73-73. This is a must-win situation for the Marauders. If they lose, they are not going to the state tournament. Even if they win, they have to win all 3 games. And Normandale, who they got beat by here at home a couple weeks ago, you watched on Metro Area Sports Rap Productions, has to lose one of their games. So the Marauders can merely make themselves in a position here. This is a big win for them.
Give yourself a chance to win.
This is the season. If you want that playoffs, you've got to do it here.
Okay, Worthington had been playing a zone the whole, most about the last 5 minutes. They extended the defense down to a full court man.
Foul called.
I think that's what Worthington wanted to do. They probably wanted to get another guy.
Clark
you got 13
fouled.
seconds. I've seen that happen before. That's the strategy. You go out there and you control your destiny in there. You know, now if you let them run the clock down, you foul them with 2 or 3 seconds. You don't have a chance to score on the other end.
Interesting point now, not to bring up any bad karma or anything here, but Clark has missed key free throws against both Normandale and at Bethany, which may have sealed either game or at least put him in the game and a chance to win. So maybe not a bad foul by Worthington to put Clark.
The scouting report was saying that's a good foul, but I think the way he's been playing in the second half and realized that he can control the game, I just got confident the kid's going to knock these down.
13 points for Clark, all coming in the second half. Really, everybody else for the whole Marauder team has been fairly silent. Miller has 5. Everybody else with just a basket here or there. Second half, Turner's really picked it up for Worthington. He's got 25 so far. You have to imagine, if the rebound comes, that Turner, Porth would probably be the go-to men in that situation for Worthington.
I think what's going to happen, if these are missed, they're going to just try and get a timeout, get the ball down, and let Turner run something in here. They've called the timeout. They may have 2 timeouts left. 2 timeouts left for Worthington. So, you want to get the ball at half court. Assuming Clark makes both of these, we got a 2-point lead. They want to get the ball probably on the pass up to half court and then run their half court special offense. Both teams with 2 timeouts left. Hopefully we won't need them all.
73-73. Game is tied. 13 seconds remaining. Another barn burner here from Minneapolis Community College. Clark hits the first one. Clark with 14. He'll look for 15 points in this game and give the Marauders a 2-point lead.
It's 24. I hope he doesn't make a mistake of trying to run in and rebound the ball. Good, he's not. All right.
Timeout called. Clark hits them both.
Okay, this is a different strategy here. Minneapolis called this timeout. Okay, he's going to set the defense. I assume he's going to tell him defense to 3-point line. So, you know, if you're going to get a shot on us, number one, if we foul, then we got 2 shots in there. If you're going to take a shot from the field, it's got to be inside the arc. No 3-pointers. And if we got to foul them, and when they're in 2-point range, make sure it doesn't go in the basket. So we could see some hard fouls in here if it comes down to that.
You would like to say that Worthington, his best option would be getting somebody who can square up to the basket, probably at about anywhere from 8 to 10 feet, and get a nice jumper off.
I think they got it. Now, this is the time we go to the Vegas style defense where you're just playing a contain. You contain your man now, because what they want to do, they want to get the ball to Turner, who's been lighting it up. Okay. So what they need to do is, he does get the ball, even double, make him pass the ball off, and then don't help out. You stay on him. Don't let him get the ball back. And we'll see what happens with that. It's kind of walking around there. He's like he thinks he's going to win the game.
You kind of get that sense of confidence from Turner. 25 points already, and wouldn't it be sweet to have 27 and put you in a tie game situation?
They put Bronson on him in this situation. Looks like they got a better defensive team. You got to stay on this kid. Turn him, make him go another way.
Erickson, he's got Bronson.
Good block. Don't foul. It's over. And guess who got the rebound?
And Clark with the rebound. The Marauders win in a must-win situation. They dig down, and Clark steps up to the challenge with the big rebound to end it, and 15 points on the night, all in the second half. I guess it'd be safe to say right now, Bill, that the Marauders played well. They won, but they need to do some things better if they want to go and play a team like Anoka Ramsey.
Yeah, you know, and it's just got, you know, I don't know what Anoka Ramsey's got. I haven't seen them play this year. Minneapolis got a good ball club, and they go out and play aggressive defense like they did the last few minutes. They won the last 5 minutes of the game, obviously, and it turned out to be the decisive part of the game. You know, if you can play like that for the whole game, you're going to end up giving yourself a chance to win. And, you know, why can't they go to the tournament? You know, they can get it done.
So the 10th ranked team in the nation in JUCO polls, Division III, the Marauders, well, right now, retain their chances to make the state tournament.
Yeah, you know, I like what they did. They went out, they played a lot of people. I always like to see that. Played a lot of people and got good efforts from a lot of people out there, too. Worthington, you know, obviously looks like they're less athletic than some of the teams they have, but they played a good game, too. This is a good, fun basketball game to watch. Again, it was fun, mainly because no bad haircuts and no black socks, but there was some good fundamental basketball at times. There was some good athletic style basketball. I mean, it had a mixture of things that you like to see in the game. I just enjoyed watching it. I'm sure glad you asked me to come back and do this for Ryan. It was a good game. Good game to watch, too.
Not a problem, not a problem.